Hey guys, what's up? Shadowlands back from the video. Today I have kind of an offhand topic for you guys that I was just thinking about the other day. I was like, well, with all this stuff coming to Combat Arms, we need to probably think about the future of Combat Arms. It's probably important to think about what's coming, how we're going to prepare for it, what we're going to do about it, and how we're going to cope as players, for the better or for the worse. Now, I wanted to go ahead and talk today about how to prepare for the new updates that are coming out, the stuff with the graphical updates, the stuff with the new advertising that's going to be going around with Combat Arms. We're probably going to be seeing a few new players. Just things you want to do to be ready for these updates to come out. They're not going to come out all at once. It's probably not going to be one huge update. It's going to be a series of updates that are going to come out over the course of a few months, if not years even. So we want to go ahead and prepare ourselves because we're going to be moving out of the kind of this old Combat Arms. We've been in sort of this transition period for a while now. I want to say for the past year and a half or so. Basically since I quit doing YouTube the first time around to take a break. Basically since about then until now, we've been in this long transition period that's been awkwardly in the middle of this old Combat Arms that was kind of broken, wasn't very fun, and there were a lot of issues with the game that were causing a lot of people to leave. Then there was this long transition period where Nexon, I feel like, has kind of gotten their act together, and now we're kind of where we are now, and we're nearing the end of that transition period, and we're moving into this new period where we're going to have a new Combat Arms, you can call it that. It's not really Combat Arms 2, but you could almost think of it that way. It's just meant to be fundamentally different and leaning towards a more competitive game set. And it seems like that's what people want to do. People want to play a competitive game, and Combat Arms actually has a very good foundation for that, as long as they fix a little bit of lag. I mean, that's always going to be an issue, but that's a whole nother rant on its own. So let's go off on today's topic. First of all, I want to say start building up a healthy stockpile of GP. And I'm saying this particularly to new members, and this is not going to be so much of an issue because now that they have implemented this 300% GP boost for new players into the game, but even old players, start stocking up on GP. I'm saying because they're probably going to start doing a bunch of monthly sales for GP, stuff like they did back in the old days, because those were really popular, and I'm pretty sure that those did get brought up at the meeting in Germany, so they are going to be talking about sales like that going on, things that are accessible to everybody. It's going to be really, really important to stock up on GP. Chances are we're going to be seeing some new items being put into the game, some new functions that we'll get to see, and I think that it's going to be a really good idea to have a lot of GP stocked up, and not to mention if you want to take a crack at those new cases that they're putting in exchange for the Ghost High Set cases, you might want to take a few cracks at those, but overall, try to conserve as much GP as you can. I'd say if you get to around the 1 to 2 million range, anywhere in there, that's a really good, healthy place to be. I'm not there myself right now. I'm hovering around 500,000, but given that we know the prices of these permanent weapons and armor pieces, it's probably going to be a good idea to have more than that saved up, and I would just say start building a healthy stockpile of GP. The next thing, and this is just something to the old members of the community, and this is probably one of the most important things, be friendly and willing to accept new players. Be encouraging, don't be dicks to them, because honestly that's how we drive people away, and I'm looking at the community as a whole, and I am also to blame for this. Everyone is kind of, this isn't like I'm pinning it on one person, or I'm pinning it on one group of people. This is everybody. We need to be friendly to new players, or the game is never going to grow. We're going to sit here and clusterfuck and enjoy this game as much as we want, and we're going to sit here and ruin it for ourselves and for other people if we don't start being more friendly and accepting to other people. This community's been pretty solid the past year. It looks like it's definitely improving, but there was a period of time where being a new player, people were extraordinarily unfriendly to you. People were extraordinarily self-centered about this game, self-righteous. And it's still a huge problem with the elite moderator system, which is still getting worked around. And I know that they did address that at the Germany meeting, but we still have yet to see what they're planning to do to fix that and go forward with that. So we have things that we need to work on fixing there, but we need to start with ourselves. We can blame Nexon and the elite moderator system as much as we want, and sure, there's issues with it, but the main issue is the people using it. You have to think about that. We're the reason that that's actually happening, so we need to start being more friendly to new players. Need to be encouraging. Teach people. Be the teachers. Even though they took out the whole mentor system, honestly, I thought that was kind of stupid anyway, so I'm not even going to go into that right now, but the whole point is be friendly to new people, and be willing to accept noobs into your clan and friends groups. We were in this period of time with clans a while back when the game first came out, the clan system got implemented, we had all that happening, people only wanted to invite their friends to the clan, and that was great for a nice start to a game. When the clan system got implemented, you would play with your friends, it was fun and all, and then it started getting really competitive to an unhealthy level, kind of like if you've ever seen the movies Mean Girls, how they're so competitive and they're just dicks to each other to get ahead. It was like that with clans. People would only accept people that had 5.0 KDRs, had TeamSpeak, had a good quality microphone, could be on at these times, wanted to come and train with the clan and practice with the clans at these times, and the game was not ready for that yet. Counter-Strike, maybe. Some more games like that were designed for the purpose of being competitive, maybe. But honestly, that is way too high-strung for this game to afford being right now. We can't afford to be that picky, that's selective right now. I think that's the way I want to phrase it. So be willing to accept some noobs into your clans. I'm not saying don't hunt down skilled players anymore. Definitely go and hunt down skilled players, but with these new members that we're likely going to be getting over the next year, year and a half or so, just be willing to accept a few more noobs into your clan. Be the teacher. Be the mentor. Be nice to these guys and get them to come and want to play Combat Arms. Make them look forward to logging on, seeing their friends, and being taught new ways to play the game and getting good at it. Because honestly, there were times when we sucked at the game. There were times when I sucked at the game. I still suck at the game half the time. But anyway, my point is, be willing to accept these noobs because they're going to be the foundation of your clan from now on, and they are going to be important. I can say that right now. The next thing, and this is something that I feel like everyone needs to work on, myself included. I am terrible about this, and I need to get better at it. Be active on the forums. Give feedback. Get onto combatarms.com, .net, whatever it is, I forget, and be active on the forums. Give feedback to Nexon. They actually read that stuff. I've seen plenty of moderators, especially in the past 2 years, being a lot better about replying to messages on forums. They have people reading. It's important to give feedback, or else they're not going to know what to give us. I know that they did the whole Germany thing where they invited players out and made it seem like they were going to be more active about it, but the real thing is we have to be willing to talk ourselves, and us YouTubers can't just do this ourselves all the time. They need to hear from everybody. Although we help represent the community, we are not just the community itself. You guys are, and we need you guys to go onto the forums, give feedback. If there's a bug that you find, if there's something you actually like, if there's something you like, things that you like are just as important as things that you don't like. A lot of people will only go in the forums and say, oh, there's this bug, or oh, I hate this event, or oh, this gun is stupid, or oh, I hate this map and this is an issue and it needs to be fixed. Nobody wants to read only bad feedback. And I'm not saying bad feedback isn't important. It's really important. We need to know what needs to be fixed in order to progress the game. But if something's good, if that event that we just had was super awesome and you really enjoyed it, go tell them on the forums, because then they'll do more stuff like that, or they might even do the event again sometime. Go give good feedback, both positive and negative. It's okay to be constructive and be giving criticism. That's totally okay. You can give criticism and be totally positive about it, but give feedback. That's really important. The final thing I really want to go over is have communication with media producers for the game, like people like me and Undercover Dudes and Roku. Anyone that's doing videos for this game, you want to go and talk to, comment on their videos, because Nexon developers watch our videos, and a lot of times we send our videos and post them on the forums, and moderators go and watch those videos, and that gets implemented into the game. I guarantee you that all these big YouTubers that you guys watch and enjoy loving watching, seeing videos for, all this stuff, Nexon developers will go and watch these videos because we bring the highlights to the community. We bring the highlights of concerns that the community has to light, I guess you could say it like that. We're the ones that get the word out there, and I'm not saying that I'm not this alone crusader doing this on my own. There's a ton of YouTubers for this game, small and large alike, and we are the voice of the community that is most widely heard. It's one thing to get on game and talk to people in chat and to read forums, but when you can actually hear these expressed verbally or even visually and see examples right in front of your eyes with video example, it's a really good way. And it's not just videos like this, even simple creative content users and stuff. The community outside the game is just as important as the community inside the game. I've said that as many times as I probably have videos. I've said that so many times. It doesn't make it any less true, but the whole point is comment on our videos and talk to us, give us feedback. And on top of that, let us know what videos you guys want to see. If there's a topic that needs to be brought to light, definitely let us know in the comments section. I'm actually going to kick off the video right there, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Shadowlance out.